Hello and welcome to the Game Shed with me, Jamie.
And me, Mark, and welcome to day one, the roundup, or whatever the fuck we want to call it, EGX 2017.
Yes, we're knackered. We were there from the opening right till one of the last people to leave, as we do every year.
Yes.
And we are tired. We're in a hotel room.
What a beautiful room.
What a beautiful... We're set up already. We've got the Switch on the telly behind there. And sweets.
Tons of sweets.
Tons of sweets. That's literally all we've eaten today. Sweets and crisps and fizzy drinks. So we're going to go and have some food in a minute. But we thought we'd get through a quick roundup of what we did. So today we met up at like 7:30. We were there by 10, straight in, and we went for a walk around. And first impressions?
It seemed a lot more open.
Yes, a lot more open plan.
They've opened it up, definitely.
It's not as rammed, not as many things crammed in, or they opened another hall.
I just wonder whether maybe they took up more space. I think the right-hand corner, I don't think that was there last year.
Maybe they've just opened more space in the venue. Yeah. It just seems a lot more airy.
Well, look, that's the map. You can see there's a lot of, there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, this whole area seemed very
I think maybe that was in there.
I don't know.
Last year, and I think it was just straight, but
who knows?
Yeah,
who knows?
It was straight into res. It was just indie, like straight away, and that was there's a big indie zone, big indie zone.
Some good stuff, some stuff that's been there 3 years on the trot now.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, guys. No, just leave it now.
Keep flogging that horse.
Flog the hell out of that horse.
Yeah.
But there were some new bits. It's good to see indie devs throwing out Switch. Play
a lot of Switch,
so it's good to see the indie devs jumping on that, and it gives a chance for people who haven't bought a Switch to play on a Switch without having to queue in the Nintendo section, of which there were 3 Nintendo sections, all pretty good. Mario Odyssey obviously had the biggest queue. One of the first games we actually played of the day was Pokken on the Switch.
We did, didn't we? Straight into the Nintendo zone, playing Pokken.
Yeah, actually that was the second game we played. It was fairly enjoyable, it was okay. Long game.
Yeah.
The first game we actually played was Sonic Forces.
Oh yes, it was.
Very first game we played.
Yeah.
And we got given Sonic Forces t-shirts. These are actually pretty nice.
Not too bad.
It's got that on it. It's got Sega on the arm, and on the back it's got some things. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad game.
Not bad at all.
I thought it'd be terrible.
It was alright. It was kind of a mixture of 3D and
2D.
Yeah,
it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. Yeah. Felt kind of Sonic Adventure-y. It was all right. So then we played Pokken, then we walked around. Then we had some time on Strange Brigade.
Yes, Strange Brigade. Awesome game.
20 minutes on that co-op by the people who did Zombie Army Trilogy and Sniper Elite Rebellion. And super cool co-op game, third person, zombie horde killing, loads of power-ups, loads of different weapons, set in a kind of 1930s, 1940s British accent.
Very British.
Very hammy, very hammy. There was some dialogue that made Mark and I laugh. Got to play that one together. Really enjoyable.
That was really good. Really good. Yeah, and it kind of, there was a lot going on the whole time. So the demo was really good as well. They kind of, some of these demos you play where it's just like, God, what the fuck is going on? It's just terrible. But that was a good one.
That was a great demo.
Yeah.
From that, we went on to Rogue Troopers Redux. It was okay. It was just Rogue Troopers rebooted, essentially. We played it on, I think, on Xbox or something. I don't know. And they had a Switch version as well. Yeah,
which the guy was playing on the Switch screen.
Yeah.
It just looked tiny in that context.
Yeah, so we had another walk around for a bit. We then had an interview. We had an interview with the COO of Slightly Mad Studios of Project Cars 2, which was amazing. We're going to write up that interview. He gave us some really good info about Project Cars 2. We did play Project Cars 2 as well.
Yeah.
You were great.
I massively struggled in Project Cars 2.
Flipped his Ferrari a couple of times.
Yeah, it was looking great by the end of the race. Actually, I didn't even finish the race. No. Just put the controller down and walked off.
I did. I enjoyed it. I finished my race. I came 4th out of, I don't know what the standard was, because you can have up to 32 cars in Project Cars 2. But I came 4th. I was quite happy with that.
Yeah. We did that just before we went to speak to him, didn't we? So
Yeah.
It was quite interesting to play it and then go and see him.
He's super enthusiastic really about it. A real sim-heavy game that, as opposed to an arcade racer. But we'll cover that at some other point across our media.
Because I'm an arcade racer.
Exactly. Yeah. Talking of arcade, we then went to the indie section and we played a few indie titles. Now, I can't really
remember. Interesting ones as well.
Real good ones.
Yeah.
I've picked up loads of toots. So
we did a bit of a walk around just before that. We kind of just to look about and see what was what, but we ended up in the indie zone again.
We played an indie arcade racer. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it. Does it have names on there?
Yes, it has.
So it's essentially it's been made like Virtua Racer. Okay, it's all polygons. It's so cool. I genuinely can't remember.
I mean, you can kind of gauge looking at this map and this list here.
It's called Racing Apex.
That's
Racing Apex, just there.
You can see how many indie games are on that list. That whole right-hand side in the list is all indie games. So AAA titles were kind of
lacking.
Yeah, there's no real big.
There's a few big hitters,
but not to the sort of.
It wasn't the majority. No.
Yeah.
Racing Apex, 5 months worth of development. Absolutely brilliant game. Brilliant arcade racer. Really good. Looking forward to the development of that.
It's like a Sega Saturn game, that one.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Even a little bit less.
That was great. We went to the retro zone a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times. Saw Craig Charles. Yes, we did. Craig Charles from Red Dwarf fame and Robot Wars, if you're into that.
And we saw the guys from the Gadget Show
were recording.
Otis and the other guy, I can't remember his name, but they were filming and walking, and we saw them.
We played Mambo on Switch, good for multiplayer. We played a few actual quality Switch titles, indie Switch titles. The game with the squares.
I
can't remember. We can put names and whatnot. Then we went in left field, Sega's left field area, which is like really obscure games.
Very obscure games.
Had a bit of a weird time with one game, and we kind of left that. We won't talk about it. It's just a weird game.
And
then we found a game called Roto. Is it in there? I forget the end of the name.
Field.
Roto Ring, and it's not a video game. It's an analog dialy physical game, and you've got to. I can't even explain it. You've got to match lights. If you go on our Discord, if you go on our Discord channel and you go into the Gaming Expo thing, you can see a couple of photos of Mark playing that. Mark completed the game twice, and he was super amazing. We had the dev there with us, super cool. So much fun to play that Roto.
And he kept saying to me, "You can do this last level with one hand," and I just had no idea what he was talking about.
You have a twist to spin the thing round, and you have a button to jump, and So Mark did the last level one-handed, which
is literally tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, done. Amazing. That was one of the most fun games we did.
Yeah, that was great.
From there, we then met up with a couple of guys from a YouTube channel called The Game Show, Matty D and Raf.
Howdy, boys.
Brilliant guys.
Yeah, we always bump into them every single expo.
If you haven't checked out their channel, do so. They do some amazing content on there.
There's a few other indie titles we played, but oh my god, there's so many.
Let me have a look.
Honestly, it's brilliant that section's grown, but this show kind of ends up looking like Rezzed.
Yeah, we played Battalion 1944, which is from Square Enix's indie arm.
It was okay.
It's a World War II first-person shooter. It's nothing too special. Yeah. It's okay. It's quite good. Maybe I'll pick it up when it's cheap. I don't know. Nothing to write home about there. Going down, Mambo I've mentioned. We played a couple of brilliant ones on Switch, additional ones that I'm trying to find the name of.
No idea.
I'll find it.
Idea.
Here's one. Hunt Down.
It's, that was the retro-looking one.
It's a kind of 16-bit retro-looking co-op Contra-esque game. Really good, really good. We played. I just had what's the beer mat thing?
Oh yeah, God knows. There's
here it is.
A lot.
Raging Justice.
Yeah, that was cool. It was kind of Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage meets Pit Fighter.
Yeah, like claymation type graphics, bizarre, but
really good,
decent.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
I think Luke has spoken about that quite a few times. Who's
one of our
Luke,
forum moderator guys.
Yeah, something that we kind of saw it and went, let's give this a go. I mean, the most apparent things. I think we noticed the PC zone has grown.
Massive.
It's grown. So Intel, Corsair, HyperX,
all
HP, all those PC manufacturers are there, and they've got big stalls. Some of them have got massive stalls, and you can see they're really flogging that. There was a big Twitch zone, massive Twitch zone, where they had a stage and they had seats. No fucking clue who was up on that stage.
We're too
no
old.
idea.
Too old for that.
There was a meet and greet zone where there was some YouTubers, I think. No idea who they were. They weren't the Game Shed.
How dare they?
And people were cuddling these people and like looked like they were actually really desperate to meet them. So yeah, we saw that. There's a lot of merch. There's a lot of t-shirts, jumpers, and I did buy myself a jumper actually, which I can show from the lovely guys at Insert Coin, and it is a Sonic jumper.
I really like that. Really cool.
So yeah, very nice hoodie. There you go. That was my purchase of the day.
At the very end of the event, we always wait till the end because it thins out and you can just jump straight on AAA titles.
Yeah.
We jumped on Star Wars Battlefront 2 and we had a good enough time and it was nice progression through the level, and we actually lost. We were the attacking team and we lost, but it was good fun. Nothing to write home about, which is a shame.
It's very samey.
It's very samey.
Yeah, very samey.
But if you like a long kind of 20-minute experience and you're a Star Wars fan, it's going to be the game for you.
I do think a lot of the time with these demos that you play, you're not seeing the full game.
Completely.
So we're not. Yeah, it's difficult to tell whether the new game is going to have tons and tons of new stuff. But yeah, the demo wasn't great. It was just felt very much the same as everything we've always played in Battlefront. So
we went to Thrustmaster and we sat in their racing seats, the play seats. They're kind of suede.
Yeah,
really
so comfy.
And I was playing Dirt 4 in their sandbox Dirtfish level, and you played Forza Motorsport 6, I think.
Yeah.
And just with their steering wheel set up, super comfy.
Amazing.
Didn't want to get out.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, I had every assist switched on. I didn't turn them on; they were on naturally. Won the race, but didn't really feel like I'd won anything because it was so bloody easy. But it was really, really nice, and the force feedback in those wheels, and yeah, it's lovely. Very, very nice.
I mean, that's pretty much what we did. That's pretty much it.
We saw a few stalls we kind of laughed about, like the Arc one.
Yeah, there's a stall specifically with two, I don't know, Xboxes set up with Arc on it and selling Arc.
With a dinosaur in the middle. There was
no point in that. No point. Stop it. There's a Destiny 2 stall.
That was the Virgin Media one, wasn't
it? No point in that. You can buy a Destiny dressing gown.
Yep, it was all there.
All there. If you want your, I don't know, Destiny pants, you can have some of them.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Mark became good at every video game apart from Project Cars today. Every video game. Mark,
what was that one with the blocks? The Switch one.
The jumpy thing. I can't find it.
That was really good. There's an indie game in the Switch section, just on the end, that was, you were like blocks and you had to avoid obstacles and stuff. But that was really good. That was a really fun game. There's a lot of multiplayer games that are great if you're in a group of 4. And there's a bunch of VR stuff as well, which we haven't actually managed to get on yet. Whether we will or not is debatable. It's kind of, are we going to waste our time queuing for...
Dandara was one of the games we played. I think that was the Gravity Rush style game where you're floating between the thing. That's quite good on the Switch. Dandara, something to look out for.
Yeah.
What was the one before that? Because we played with the geezer and we've discussed that one. That was the whatever it was called. I can't remember. There were so many indie games.
So much. There is so much.
There's too many games that we played and named here. There's about 200 indie games here, I don't know.
But you're right, there's a lot of the same. I mean, Mantis Burn Racing, you've got...
That was here. Super Meat Boy's here.
Super Meat Boy for the Switch is Town of Light. I mean,
Worms WMD.
Escapist. Oh no, it was Escapist 2, wasn't it? Which is actually...
what's that? Zombie Apocalypse. Nature Zombies Apocalypse. That's been there for years.
Yeah. It is weird seeing these guys there time and time again. I don't know whether that's the only way they can promote the games, you know. That's That's why they keep doing it. Which, if that's the case, then fair enough to them, you know. But they must spend money on these stores.
Must spend a fortune, yeah.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
It makes you wonder.
Crazy.
Yeah, I can't find that game.
No.
Block game, which
we'll
was really fun.
We'll really tweet it or something.
Yeah, we'll do. Maybe we'll do tomorrow's update via the car, and we'll get all this stuff together. So yeah, we've got one more day. We don't know what we're going to do in terms of footage or photos or interviews or anything. We're freestyling. We're meeting up a mate tomorrow, and yeah, we're just going to have fun.
Yeah, we're going to write some stuff up for sure. Have a lot of written stuff on the website, so make sure you check that out. If you want to read some more in-depth reviews of these games, I mean, we've just touched on them really.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we're going to get that interview up there. So yeah.
Indeed. So thank you very much for watching, guys. And we're off to get a Nando's.
Nando's is the closest thing, apparently.
Or a petrol station. For a Ginster's pasty.
Just a Ginster's. Not even warmed up, cold.
No, cold Ginster's for dinner. So yeah, thanks guys. And until next time, toodle byes.